Welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews for Russell Brand and other people. Today is about toxic chemicals that are hiding and could be disrupting your hormones, making you very upset and unknowingly poisoning you. So we're going to take a look at this list and make sure that nothing is hiding. Love you. First one I want to mention is BPA, bisphenol A. It's a plastic. It's actually a portion of the plastic, and it seems that it is in plastic containers and in receipt paper of all things. So if you want to avoid it, you should avoid receipts. Don't buy anything. No, I'm just kidding. You might be a good idea. And also, any of the recycling that says the number 3 or the number 7. So the next group is called dioxins, and it's a group of chemicals, highly toxic, that seem to be in animal products. So the best way to avoid it is to avoid animal products. 90% of our exposure is from there, and that's why if you would like to limit your intake, you could eliminate dioxins. Dioxins increase stress hormone levels and hurt your immune system, and they can cause liver damage and skin lesions. And because these toxins can be found or leached into the human breast milk, it's a good idea to eat a varied diet to minimize your exposure to any one toxin so that your baby will be protected. The next one is arsenic. We all know that's poisonous, seriously toxic. It's lethal, but it can be found in our drinking water. It's also in our food supply. It can also impair the way the body processes sugar. I'm just suspecting that they make a lot of money off of having people with diabetes, so it seems that maybe it's beneficial to the harm industry. I was going to say health industry, but you should get a good filter to eliminate it from your drinking water at least. Yikes! The next one is astrazine. It's another hormone disrupting junk chemical running through the water directly from the faucet to your glass. I don't drink that. But it's a ground contaminant. It's from pesticides, and it causes chemical castration. Oh, that's right. It causes feminization they tested frogs, but it does it to all vertebrates. So that's another reason to get a really good water filter. The next one is phthalates. They're in all your beauty lotions and skin remedies, so read the back of your labels. This toxin family isn't a good one. It causes apoptosis in immune system cells. In plain speech, phthalates can destroy part of your immune system, so throw out the lotions. Also, a lot of them have drying agents like alcohol, so if you read the rest of the label, it does not moisturize. It says it moisturizes, but the problem is that it dries it out at the same time. So you will need to use more and more product. The best thing to use on your skin is nothing. You have the oils coming from the inside of the body out. So if you're doing extra virgin olive oil and coconut oil, even black walnut oil, these are all great oils to have on the inside of the body, and it just comes right out. The vitamin E and the moisture that you need and the proper oils that you need and the balance comes from the inside of the body, not from the outside. But if you must, you can rub some coconut oil. Never put anything on your skin that you wouldn't ingest, because it basically goes through the skin straight to the liver, and you will be ingesting and processing it through the skin. So we forget that the skin is an organ. There's something else really serious. Fire retardants. They're called PBDEs. It shows a picture of butter, and you wonder, what? Why butter? And what it's trying to say is that these fire retardants have leaked into our food and our water supply, and so also for the animals, and it causes thyroid dysfunction. It changes the weight of your sexual organs. So it sounds awful. It sounds terrible. Yeah. Stay away from the water. Do not drink the water. I don't care where you're from. Test the heck out of that water. Find out if it has these chemicals, and more than likely, if you can do fresh spring water or a really great filter, Next is lead. Lead poisoning, as we know, is very dangerous, but we forget. If you are in a home that's older than, say, 1970s, chances are even the first coat of paint that's been put in that house is lead paint before the 70s. So if you have a 200-year-old home, chances are there might be still some lead floating around all over the place. It's highly, highly toxic. So please exercise lots of caution if you're removing any of that paint or sanding it down or doing any construction. Please be careful. The next big one is mercury. Mercury is in all of the larger fishes, it seems, at this point. We have one word, and that's biomagnification. The one positive aspect of mercury's well-known status as a neurotoxin is that many of the world's political leaders have finally recognized mercury's damaging effects and have signed the Minamata Convention to reduce pollution caused by this heavy metal. While 147 nations signed, there's one noticeable absence: the U.S. Maybe that the neighbors will pick up the slack. Canada and Mexico have both agreed to the terms of the convention. For now, just try to avoid large fish, if you're doing fish at all, like tuna and swordfish. So the next one is those non-stick frying pans, all those non-stick surfaces that we think are so awesome. Well, not so awesome. It seems that they changed the birth weight of your offspring to being a lower birth rate. So all those non-stick pans, just don't use them. They have something called perfluorinated chemical, which is PFC. Kind of sounds like a bank. It's the bank, it's the money. It's the bank of illness and poor little babies. The next one is pesticides. It seems that there's something called organo pesticides, and they are highly toxic, neurotoxins, and are especially neurotoxic in children. So please try to eat organic, try to grow your own food, stay away from pesticides. I know we said like, oh yeah, it's bad, oh yeah, I don't know why my kid has allergies, I don't know why my kid has this disease, that disease, this problem, this issue, this mind control issue, this problem now in school, can't think straight. Well, stay with pesticides. It was a known chemical weapon used by the Nazis, but it says you don't have to reference the National Socialist Party to see that it's very damaging. The next one is basically paint. It just lowers the sperm count. No, worse. It reduces the sperm mobility. In a 2008 study, they found that freshly painted clean home looks nice, but it's also a solvent in the paint and some of the household cleaning products. Lowers sperm count. And they're recommending that you avoid these products with ingredients like 2-butoxyethanol, which is abbreviated all the time as EGBE. Sounds like something cute, right? And the other one is abbreviated DEGME. Degme? But Degme stands for methoxydiglycol. Go figure. The next one is perchlorates. Perchlorates aren't just components of rocket fuel, they're also in fertilizers and groundwater. It's a bummer for your thyroid, which perchlorates can attack, and in turn messing up your metabolism. Once again. Those Americans are so obese. They're being poisoned. There's the good news and bad news. What part of that could be good? The bad news is that perchlorates are pretty much everywhere. The good news, according to the environmental group, is that you can protect yourself by ensuring that you maintain a healthy iodine intake. Seaweed is a very good source of healthy iodine, which is sea salt. And that's it for now, for your health. Stay healthy. Don't eat any meat. Try Try to eat only vegetables that are organic or that you grew. And then test your soil. Don't water them with the fluoride water. Oh man, it's pretty difficult. I think we're gonna be collecting our own water and growing our own food. And coming up with our own free resources, our own free sources of energy. I'm gonna be riding my bike. Can't hurt anybody with my bike. There's no exhaust. Depends on the broccoli. I'm dressed for my friend's birthday. Woohoo! In red. Which I may include some. I didn't wear this hat to dinner. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a line. Sometimes I don't think there's a line. I just, do what I want. Life is really short, and I've been crossing off that bucket list. Got to get all those great things in there. This is, the reason why you're here is experience and love. And why would you want to miss a great portion of that? Some people are in the rat race. They're in the wheel. Yeah, and they're missing it. They don't even have a moment to think about it, what they're missing. So don't be one of those people. I love you. Thanks for all you do.